Guys, how are you coping? I mean, I'm doing okay, apart from these roots. Okay, don't pretend like you thought I was a natural blonde, because I thought, actually, that makes no sense. I mean, I could have been a natural blonde. I only found out, in week 4 that I'm a lot darker than I thought I was, but I can't see any grey yet. So, okay, we've got to look for the positive silver linings, Apart from the roots, okay, there's no Botox here in lockdown, so I might end up looking like this by the end of lockdown. But I did dress up for you guys today. Look, okay, except for, it's all like business on the top or whatever. And then hella luxury, comfy on the bottom. Oh, you stay there. Maybe because we all want to be Mr. Brightside. Coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. Guys, as you can see, I'm in the Suzuki S-Presso today, and not my husband's Volkswagen app, which is lovely. But anyway, not the review that we're doing. If you can picture Terence in the passenger seat next to me, or maybe just being a creep and like putting his face here, because that's something he would do. Because we got to drive the Suzuki S-Presso just before lockdown at the launch. The S-Presso is, it's a budget car. In fact, it is the cheapest car on the market. The S-Presso is an odd looking little thing. It's kind of like a pug for me. Like they're so fugly, but they're so cute as well. Like, I don't know. I mean, with its little SUV styling and everything, I mean, you can't help but just go like, oh man, But it is kind of butt ugly though as well. Inside is interesting as well, because it's got this very circular, Mini-inspired center console thingamajig, which I'm not a fan of. Terence said, because we were in a bloody orange one that, also, but each to their own. Terence said there's one, like when it's in the grey or whatever, it actually doesn't look so bad. It's not as like in your face, which I think is a bit better. Just can't look, it's killing me. Started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. But overall, the interior is actually really nice. It's got like quite a cool feeling as opposed to some of its sort of competitors. I love a budget buy. It's one of my favorite sort of cars to test and to drive, even though people think that it's not, because I'm not all about the fancy cars, okay? I'm not a big Renault Kwid or Datsun Go fan, but what else? But the reason I do generally love driving them is because they're kind of like fuss-free and non-pretentious and everything. So the one thing that just, I don't know, me is the clutch control. I mean, you'd think after 12 or 13 years of being a motoring journalist that I would smash that. I mean, easy as... I mean, give me an Aston Martin, give me a i30N, like anything. I'm totally fine. Put me in a budget car. I can look at it and I bloody stall it. It's like the clutch takes too high, blah, 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 but not the S-Presso. And I was so thrilled with the drive of it because like I looked at it and I was like, and the seating position is a bit odd and whatever. But as I started driving it, I was like, okay, I get this. I like it. It's smooth. The clutch doesn't take so high and the gears shift beautifully. It doesn't do that. And then you get into second and then like the person in the passenger seat, you're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I'm actually a professional driver. So I was very impressed with the drive of the S-Presso. Look, the 1 litre 3-cylinder little petrol engine with its, 50 kilowatts of power, 90 newton meters of torque is not going to get you anywhere particularly quickly, but that's not the point of it, is it? Also, I think you're going to be thrilled with the 4.9 litre, or claimed, fuel consumption. I think we're all going to be looking for cheap at the moment, and this is the cheapest car on the market with a very low fuel consumption, so you might be buying down to one of these. I mean, it might be cheap, but it has a ton of spec. Just standard across the range. You've got like rear park sensors and electric windows and power steering and a multi-information display. I mean, that's pretty impressive for a car that is as cheap as this. I'll get to the price in a moment. If you go up to the GL Plus, you get a touch screen, you get Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you get a reverse camera. I mean, this is a car that is super reasonably priced and you're getting so much. There is the S edition, but I wouldn't bother with that, to be honest. That's just more styling stuff, and I just don't think you need to get that. And then safety, of course, always a big deal in these cars because they're normally pretty good at it. This isn't. It's got 2 airbags, ABS with EBD, so sorted on the safety side of things. Oh, someone's driving past, whatever. That guy liked it. Destiny is calling me. Okay, so you get all of this for 134,900 Rand, which is really, really impressive. I wouldn't go for that entry-level one. I would go pay 5,000 Rand more and get the GL Plus. Don't bother with the automatic. I haven't driven it, but I can almost guarantee that it's not going to be fab. Rather just go for the manual. But you also included in the price, okay, wait for it. You get 5-year, 200,000 kilometer mechanical warranty, okay? You get 2-year, 30,000 kilometer service plan. You get roadside assistance with medical emergency vibes, all that kind of thing. And 1 year free insurance. So the only thing you're going to pay for is fuel and tires. Can you get better value for money? I don't think so. That is pretty impressive. Okay, guys, here's my free advice. This is for all of us in lockdown who are scrolling through social media and just getting so overwhelmed. Just sift through it. Like, try stay off it as much as possible. I realized that I've had to do that. It's been really hard because I'm bored or whatever. So I scroll and I see articles and I see people putting up shit things and statuses, and everybody's a fucking expert apparently. And it's just all very doom and gloom and can make your mental state just kind of go, what the And I've had to just take a step back. I've also had to stop concerning myself with other people. Like last week's free advice was, stay at home and everyone da-da-da-da. And it was really bothering me that people weren't. And I've actually just had to go, you know what? I can't control that. And I've got to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Everybody does that. Oh, how annoying. But anyway, it's just sort of remove yourself. Try keep yourself just within your own mind space at home with your loved ones. Okay, guys. I'm going to go back into my cage. I missed a bright side.